The University of Louisville, Kentucky, is committing to in-person learning. Remember, a lot of schools are going back to virtual classes. Our next guest is Devon McVey. He's a student there. He approves of this. That's well done, Devon. Well done. I'm glad you're going back to in-person. However, what about the other students at your university? Are they a little scared of going back to in-person?
There is a small, loud minority of students who is scared to go back in person. There was even one teacher's assistant that said that the university should be committed to being safe and not being dedicated to being in person. But I believe that the university should be dedicated to giving the students the education that we've paid for.
Yeah, I don't understand this, because students are surely the least vulnerable people in our society. Why give them the maximum protection at the same time destroying the university experience, which they are paying for?
That is a good question. I'm actually very proud of the university for standing up for our rights to receive the education that we're paying for. There are other universities, like in California, that are telling their students that they're going to be online for 2 weeks and then a reevaluation. Those students are very pessimistic that their universities are not going to allow them to come back on campus. And being in person is very important for these students, not only mentally, academically. They're all suffering, and it's all because of being remote.
In your university career so far, how much time have you actually spent with in-person learning, and how much time in remote?
So I'm going on my 4th year. Thankfully, the University of Louisville only spent 1 semester remote. We've actually learned to be living with this virus that is not going anywhere. Over the past year, the university has decided that if a student has COVID and tests positive, they will quarantine. It's up to the student and the professor to make sure that they get caught up. We've learned to live with it instead of hiding from it.
Are you still going to have to wear masks all day and indoors too, in the dorm room at your university?
Masks are required, but we're not required to be vaccinated. There's mandatory testing for non-vaccinated students, but we are seeing a glimpse of living as normal of an early adult life as we can during this time.
Do you have to wear a mask indoors?
You do. You do have to wear the mask indoors at all times.
Will you have sporting events, football games, extracurricular activity?
Yes, we're allowed to do extracurriculars along with sporting events. There are universities like Yale who are barring their students from going to in-person sporting events. And we have to ask the question, are they going to school or are they in prison?
Very good question indeed. Generally speaking, what's the attitude? What's the response of the people, your fellow students? Are they happy about this, going back in person? You said it was a small minority that wanted to be out. What's the big picture, big population?
Yes, most students that I've talked to are ecstatic to be in person. Like I said, students realize that in-person relationship is what makes their mental health better, and it makes the education process smoother. I actually even have a friend in California who is taking the semester off because their university is online, and he does not feel like he's getting that education that he deserves and that he's paying for.
Well, you're going to get the education you deserve and you've paid for it, and that's a very good thing. Devon McVey, thanks for being here. We really appreciate that. See you soon.
Thank you.